All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me for our What's Working in Influencer Marketing webcast. This is Brett Owens from Afluencer. I'm going to spin through stuff that's working for us, strategies on the influencer and creator side, not only for us, but also many of the brands that we're working with. This is something that we saw developing early in the year, and it's kind of an advantage that I think has remained or even accelerated as 2022 has gone on. So I'm going to share that with you. I'm specifically going to talk about Reels, pay-per post in the context of creating a video. This is driven by the success of TikTok. We'll talk about Reels. I'm also going to get into best practices for promoting your affiliate program. I mean, who doesn't have an affiliate program these days? That's something we can also promote on Afluencer. We find it's a good gateway drug, if you will, on the partner side. You have an affiliate program. Let's start there. Let's get some up and coming influencers into your program, and then we can use that to build upon as we get into our pay-per post, pay-per reel. So stuff that you can consider if you're not there yet. I just want to kind of share what's working with you. Questions, type them into the Zoom panel. I was on GoToWebinar for so many years. Zoom panel, I will try to find them. Still getting the lay of the land here, but we will go ahead and get into any questions that you have. All right, what's a reel? A reel is basically a commercial. So I'm playing some of the reels that we've had our own influencers produce for us here. Sound off, but I'll throw them in the chat if you want to see them. This is our friend Yulia, who's going over how awesome Afluencer is for her influencer and creator friends. So she's just giving them the dish here. Meg, another partner who did a great job. And what I want to kind of call your attention to, a couple things. One is the content. I didn't tell Meg what to produce here. She came up with it herself. She comes up with the landscape. She's shooting the video. So that's kind of the great thing. I'm just saying, hey, Meg, you know what we do. You do your thing. Be as creative as you want. So she gets after it. Link in the bio. Go ahead, get after it. Here's what Afluencer does. If we look in the lower right, these are the number of likes that her video received. So this is really incredible. Now, Meg's got a nice following, really nice following, 413,000 followers. But you see the amount of traction that these videos are getting. And this is not even views. This is likes on the video. So almost 16,000. Yulia, same thing, over 10,000. Of course, she is a high-end micro-influencer, macro, whatever we want to categorize in terms of number of followers, 222,000. But again, this is awesome. Alina did a great video for us. Same kind of idea. And again, Alina's doing everything for us. She's putting the captions there. She is kind of just running with this thing. I'm here if they have any talking points that they want to discuss. Otherwise, Alina's just going over 10,000 views here. Jancy didn't get as many views, more of a micro influencer in terms of her following, but she did an awesome job, and she kind of transitions into screenshots. So I want to highlight her as well. These are all videos that we paid between $75 or $100 and $200 to $300 for. So we're saying 300 at the top end of the range, or I think 350 I might have paid Alina. But we're talking from an advertising standpoint, I mean, we're talking super reasonable on this side of things. Why does this work? Actually, I had this article up. I must have clicked off. This is working so well because TikTok is doing so well, and TikTok is just basically laying the smackdown on Instagram. So that, again, like I said, I heard this at a conference that I went to in March of this year, and all of a sudden a light bulb went off. Like, wow, Reels are where it's going to be this year. Bloomberg Business Week picked this up in May and said, hey, this is a thing. Mark Zuckerberg is obsessed with catching up with TikTok so much that he's blowing up Instagram. He's turning it all into Reels. So that's why these Reels are getting so many views. That's why Meg's getting 16,000 likes on her Reels, is that not only are her followers seeing it, but these things are kind of going viral because that's what Instagram is doing. They're putting it out there and they're making sure that everyone is seeing these Reels. So let me go over the mechanics with you, how I coordinated all of this. So I've got collabs that we have set up, and this is within Afluencer itself. So these are postings for my big shot collabs. I've got a requirement here for 20,000 or more followers. I want you to apply here. I put that in our pay-per post requirement. You can see this on the right, but I'm talking about Reels. I say, hey, create a great Reel, help us promote Afluencer, what we're all about. Looking for people in the US and Canada. Again, 20,000 or more followers, and come one, come all to apply. As I approve people, then what our app does is it opens up this direct messaging between us and them. and I'll take you through kind of a back and forth with someone who, let's see, Alan. So we did a reel with Alan. So same idea. Alan applies, and then when I approve him, what I do is I send this automated message that says, hey, Alan, thanks for applying. It looks like it looks like a personal message, but secret between you and me. It's an automated message that I have set up in our reel. So I'll show you where I set that up. Gets the conversation going, lays the groundwork, what we're looking for. Hey, Alan, let me know what you can do for this collab. So that's what I'm looking for, is I want to hear him say, like he did, hey, I can promote on Instagram and TikTok, and I've got a Facebook and YouTube channel. So he's producing this one piece of content. He's broadcasting it across. And then we've got Instagram doing the megaphone thing where they're promoting that reel. So that's exactly what I want to hear. So I come back, and he charged $350. So that was a little more than I had, but I said, sure, we'll budget $350 for it. And, since we're doing all the channels, and let's go. So again, I would way rather spend $350 with Alan than, you can spend $350 an hour with Facebook, and then just never know where that stuff goes. So again, same idea goes with Alan. And then I have him send me the link when it goes live. He does like a 3-minute video, so he does an awesome job with this. And then the comment thread, so I kind of hop in there. So you see 6,000 views on the video. I find you never quite know how it's going to go until we produce something with someone. But let me show you a sort of shortcut. Is if we look at an influencer's engagement rate, in my opinion, that's the best, in my experience, that's the best proxy of how they're going to do. Alan was a little light on the views, and I guess we could have expected that from his engagement rate. So it's a little low based on the line here. I wanted to go with him anyway, just kind of see how it went. But when we find influencers with engagement rates at or above the line, that's exactly where we want to be. Now, we can filter by engagement rate on our filter. So if I go to our influencer tab here, and I've got 2 ways I can run this. I can either go to my collabs again, and my view matches. So the system's smart enough to know, hey, Brett, you got 381 potential matches for what you're looking for. I can subscribe to influencers who meet. If I say, hey, Aaliyah looks interesting, let me see what she's about, veteran software engineer, I can see her engagement rate. I can see her recent content. So if Aaliyah is a good potential partner for me, I can invite her to collab. Or if I really want to use my invitations on only the highest, very highest engagement influencers, what I can do is I can go to our Instagram Insights tab, and I can crank up that engagement rate. I can say, hey, show me 3% engagement and above. And that is what we are going to do. Again, our friend Alina here, so she did a great job. So again, we could kind of predict like, okay, Alina's going to do awesome because her engagement rate is just sky high. So paying $350 for Alina to do a reel, 100,000 followers, great. It's the best value online in my opinion today. So anyway, so that's kind of the mechanics of doing the reels. I pay everyone via PayPal. We will add payment into Afluencer at some point here. Got a lot of features that we're doing. For now, PayPal kind of suffices for a medium. That's how most of our brands are paying. I mentioned if you have an affiliate program, most of us have an affiliate program today. Go ahead and just get that posted in here, because that's something that we can really work with. So I was working with Trayskin earlier in the week, and just shows you a nice example of, hey, let's get a banner in here. Let's just talk about your affiliate program, whatever your commission is, just spell it out. And what I encourage them to do is get that follower count for affiliate programs. It's a numbers game. We want as many affiliates as we can. The nice thing about Afluencer is that we are kind of filtering for quality. So the minimum follower count is going to mean that they've got their socials connected with us and they have this many followers. So I would say for an affiliate program, let's not ask for 10,000 followers. Let's ask for 1 or 2 or 3,000 followers, because we're looking to get as many affiliates as we can. So that's kind of my approach there. And I would set that up as a separate collab if you can as well, which you can. You just create them as separate ones. So I would do separate for an affiliate program and then for the paper post or paper reel, because that's just a different conversation. And you can set those up. So I've got I got my 4 different collabs going. I've got my review collab, which is going really well. The influencers are leaving a ton of reviews for us on the site. Sometimes I ask for reviews as part of this. So that's another great use of influencers, is to, when they're working with you, say, hey, can you help us out? Drop a review here as part of the collab. Okay, I got 2 parting notes, and then I'll take questions if you have any. So go ahead, Q&A panel. let me give you the additional resources that we have here. One is going to be how to post a collab. This just kind of walks you through the mechanics. So if you'd like to post a collab with us, and by the way, it's free to get started. You can post a collab. You can accept influencers. All we have a generous free plan, pretty unique in the industry because the influencer software space is still pretty new. What you see when software spaces are new is that they just charge a lot of money. They're overpriced. You see like $20,000 a year. This isn't our first rodeo, fortunately. So we know where the industry is going. So we're just making a nice light product that works well, that you can access for free or for a pretty reasonable cost. Our premium plans are not much either, $49 up to $199. So way, way lower than you'll see from the other quote unquote competitors out there. But anyway, you get started for free on our premium plan or our freemium plan. Just get that collab post. And again, you can do this with your affiliate program. Just get it out there. Reels, keep that in mind because that's what's working. So just keep that in mind, even if you don't have the budget for today. Think about that for fourth quarter, 22, 2023, that type of thing. How to write a top-notch influencer collab pitch. We had our top writer, Kaylee Moore, get after that. She interviewed many of our brands who are having success with their collabs, talked about what they did, sort of their experiences on posting a collab with us. So here's the details on that as well. Okay. With that, I'm happy to get into questions. And I have a question from Josh about what is a compelling affiliate commission. Is 30% good, 20% good? So depends on the product. My rule of thumb is always to offer as much as you can. If you're going to pay Google a certain amount, and as marketers, we all know, hey, I'm happy paying this much for something, right? For a new customer, for a new lead. Give that money. I'm a big believer in giving that money to your partner. So I was one of the, my last company, Lead Dino, was co-founder there, and I ran our affiliate program. And you can see to this day, this is their affiliate sign-up page. They still offer a 30% recurring commission. The world of software, that's very high. My reasoning was always, I'm going to pay this. You're always maxing out your Google and Facebook spend anyway, and going to that almost to where you break even. Well, I know at 30% we're making money, but that's very generous and they love the recurring aspect. Let's just give that money to our partner. So every product is different. You know your margins best, but I always say, hey, you know what you're paying Google or Facebook, especially with ads, pay your partners more. And then I would think of that in terms of pay per post also. Like, how much better is it to give Elena $350 for this great reel? This is something that we can then repurpose, and then we're kind of friends with her forever. She's just going to talk about it. She's going to continue to talk about us. So you almost have an advocate for life just by paying the $350, where in the Facebook, you just throw the money at them, and then boom, it's gone. And Facebook they won't even take your phone call from there. So that's my ranting. That's what's working today in the world of influencer marketing. So reels, if you're not doing them today, just think about it. I would really strongly consider that for your Q4, again, 2023 stuff. Affiliate program, I'm sure you're doing that today. Get that posted. We'll help you get more affiliates. Again, we won't even charge you to post if you want to just get started on our free plan. We have no problem if you take them to other platforms like Lead Dino, whatever. Our job is just to make the intros for you. So we make intros for you. We're happy on that side of things. So those are the two things that really are working well. If you have specific questions, if you would like to do a one-on-one, let me know. My calendar is available. And then usually with like a day's notice, we can schedule some time. So if you want to go over anything next week, more than happy to do so. I think I successfully recorded this, so we'll get this going up to our YouTube channel. We'll get a recording out to you shortly. So I appreciate everyone joining. So thanks again, and hope to talk